All right, welcome everyone to the Glenda Jordan After Party. And of course, so far we have with us the guest of honor tonight, the wonderful Glenda. Jordan is with us. My Canadian Ollieman brother from the other coast is with us. Our miracle surgery survivor, Mr. Ira Sweet, is with us. My producer and co-host extraordinaire, Mr. Mikey Pham, is with us. We've got the Polly the Fixer is also with us. And Mage Grey Wolf, who was the last guest, is also with us as well tonight.
Hello.
All right, say goodbye to Miss Whiskers because she's gonna go get fed. Okay, go on.
Bye.
She'll come. She'll be back. She's just my partner's gotta feed her.
Ah, okay.
She needs her nibbles.
You know what? I just worked a really fun after party actually.
You mean like an actual after party, or not one of these?
Yeah. Do you know what AVN is?
The water?
Yep.
The water?
Wait, who said yes?
Me.
Yeah, you know, yeah, okay. I work it every year, but I get hired to dance for the AVN after parties. And that was what
what is AVN?
It's the porn awards.
Oh, cool.
The adult video. What is
Yeah. I was thinking birds.
No, it's
adult
not AVN.
Video industry.
AVN.
It sounded like avian, like
Yeah.
the avian, like the Audubon Society.
No.
Well, I thought you said the same word that is the water too. So
No,
maybe I don't know what it is.
AVN. Yeah, it just it's a gig we work every year. So they hire a bunch of atmosphere models and go-go dancers. And so I worked like Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday I was gonna be in the same like event center, but then they moved me to the suite party, which I prefer because you can make a lot more money there. So that's what I did. Man.
I must not be looking at the right kind of porn, because what I come up with AVN on searches is avascular necrosis.
Oh no.
No, this is exactly what Rob Palmer was doing last night in RFRX in our pre-show, and we were just like talking. I'm saying it's so the letter A, the letter V, and the letter N. Just you can look AVN awards, adult video, whatever.
Network.
I can't remember. I really can't remember what the N stands for. Network, national, something.
So
okay.
Enough with the porn, you little porn dog.
Keyword.
I want to talk about Zelda.
Oh my god. Okay, are we gonna though? I have a countdown on my fridge. We're sitting at 18 weeks right now. This Friday will be 17 weeks until Tears of the Kingdom is released.
I'm afraid of the new Zeldas.
I
got a lot of buttons.
Zelda since the Conch of Time or whatever it was. The little
Ocarina.
Ocarina of Time.
Look,
That one.
how
I haven't played Zelda since then.
the conch of time.
No,
Whatever the hell it was.
Hong Kong.
I am a very hardcore Zelda fan, and I have like the original cartridge releases for the game. I've got all the books. I have so much merch. I've replayed like I've got a replica of like the sword and the ocarina, and I'm like easily Zelda is like my number one passion in life.
Yeah, that was a nice painting.
I like playing stupid about Zelda and being like, yeah, I love playing Zelda, and he's awesome.
This one. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? Let me get I can just plug this up right here. I've got my black lights because I do black light painting, and I have it right here, and I can show you that it glows because I do black light painting.
You could even say it.
We have no idea what you said.
I don't know if you can tell that it like.
Oh
it
yeah,
makes
I can
eyes
see
light
it.
up.
The eyes and everything's like
It's just the eyes.
the eyes.
It would be better. And look, my shirt, cool. Black light. I get hired to do it's for like events and stuff. I'll do like live painting or whatever. I do just so many different
Cool.
weird jobs.
I just wanted to get into painting.
I am a believer in Bob Ross. Like anybody can paint.
Bob Ross.
And
Bob Ross.
yes.
That's
I
Christian,
really. I believe in the concept. I believe in the theory. I believe in like
Bob
art
Ross.
therapy.
Bob
Yes. Okay. But also art, just we mysticize and romanticize art as this like really like, wow, they're an artist, blah blah blah. Art is a skill just like cooking and driving and anything else. Anybody can learn it. You just like, it's a learnable skill, I promise. It's not some like, now whether or not you're creative, that can take time to learn. But art making and drawing and rendering is you can learn how to do it.
Yeah, I used to draw, but unfortunately, after had rheumatoid arthritis kick in, it kind of messed my hands up. So it's difficult for me to do it now.
Right, like that'll get you. Just like my eye cancer is going to get me for
Oh, jeez. You're not a doctor. You don't know what it is.
It's fine. You know what it probably is? It's probably because I'm a crusty bitch who hasn't cleaned out her makeup bin in a long time, and I'm using eyeshadow primer that's expired. Probably.
You're literally getting it in your eye, and you're like, man, I bet it's eye cancer. Like, no, girl, you have shit in your eye.
Get your crusty makeup out of here.
Rinse your eye out. There's shit in there. You're gonna live forever. Clean that out though.
Yeah, clean. I do try to be pretty good about it, but it's worse when you're broke. You don't want to throw anything away. But I have product left in it. There's product in here. I can't throw it away. That's wasteful.
Waste not, want not.
I did throw an entire bag of makeup though, so there's, God, you gotta have so much in this job.
Use it on a canvas.
I really do. You just have to, the amount I have, it's a tax write-off actually, is the amount of makeup that you have to, like the amount of makeup, skincare, hair products, it's all a tax write-off in the industry, but it's kind of absurd the amount that you have to have. It's just what it is. I do get hair products for free though, so that's really fucking nice. I do hair shows, so you tend to walk away with a whole bunch of crap. Like pallets of crap.
Free merch is always good.
Yes.
Well, it's actually ridiculous. So there's a lot of, there's always, anytime you get into any industry, no matter what it is, you learn stuff about secrets about the industry that like, if anybody else knew this, like what would people do with this information? Hair shows, which I do all the time. I've worked as a hair model for like a bunch of different brands for like a decade now. Anytime there's a hair show, which is essentially like, hair shows are when there's a convention for the stylists who use that product. So this isn't like herbal essences. This is salon. These are salon brands like Redken, Aquage, Paul Mitchell, that kind of thing. They do a convention, and then at the convention they have like a show, a runway show, which is where I come in because they hire models to have their hair cut and like be part of a show or whatever. So the backstage area in the prepping has dozens and like a whole ass team of stylists. There's well over 100 people involved. There's all these models. So they have boxes and boxes and boxes, like pallets and crates of hair supplies to use for the show. Once the convention is over, all of that stuff gets thrown away. I'm talking like thousands and thousands of, like more than thousands of dollars worth of products. Like imagine an entire industrial pallet of shampoo, hair products, hairspray, all that stuff, and it gets dumped in the trash. And so I try to go into the trash. So many conventions in Vegas, at the end of the convention, all that stuff gets cleared out and dumped. And so I have tried over the years, I bring huge duffel bags. I do my best to get all of this shit to donate to the women's shelter afterwards, because otherwise it just goes straight into the garbage.
Now you know which dumpsters to go dumpster diving in, ladies.
Right.
Have you ever, do y'all do Reddit? Do you do Reddit? I'm a huge Reddit fan.
Nope.
I do not. I do not.
Okay, Reddit is great. I mean, it can be. I mean, like all social media, it is what you make of it. Of course, there's a lot of bullshit, but if you curate it enough and work enough at it, you can have a pretty good feed. There is a dumpster diving subreddit, and some of the stuff that people throw away, it's just breathtaking. It's incredible. It's just like, what the fuck? The amount of waste and trash, and why?
Oh yeah, I've built stuff from stuff I've scavenged out of the trash.
Oh yeah. I dumpster dived a lot more in college. And to be honest, like I would still now, but I really, it's just sketchy. And it's not even sketchy. I'm like, oh, I'm worried about like what I'm going to get into in the dumpster. It's more like, I don't want to be in that area by myself at like 2 a.m, which is when you kind of need to do it in the dark by a dumpster. Like, I just don't want to.
Nothing bad could happen in here.
Nothing. And now I found my
Look
option
at that
site.
white van pulling up.
That's what I have my taser and my bear mace for.
Why are all the windows tinted?
Hey, it says free candy.
Right. I was like, Ollie, windows. That must be a Canadian thing. Y'all got windows in those vans? Not here.
Let me see what was on my auction. I am using this now. Auction. Watercolor paint kit. Yeah, that looks like shit quality though. I'm not interested.
I got bad
So-
news, Neil.
What's
Yes,
that?
Neil.
I'm almost at a fucking pot. Look, I only got that little tiny bit left.
You
Ugh,
lying.
so little, it's only like maybe an ounce.
I got some here if you need.
Cannabis makes me lose my mind. I can't. I really want, I like getting a little vape pen that has a 90 to 10 CBD to THC ratio, but anything higher than 10. And I can't do it. I've tried for years and years and years.
Just
But
doesn't,
I have synesthesia and I'm on the spectrum. Like
Oh, yeah,
those
yeah,
things
yeah.
combining, like make it like on cannabis. No,
this color
No.
tastes weird.
no, it's more
Dude,
like
I can taste the flavor of the color.
it's more like when I smoke weed, it feels like, and this has been every experience I've ever had with it since I was 19 or 20. I'm 33 now. Every memory I've ever had and every emotion is like kind of in a geometric space around me that I'm shifting through and then back and then like keeps resetting in my field of vision. And it's the entire time. And it's like at level 150 intensity for 6 hours.
Shit. Wow. It's like DMT or something.
And then it's like, imagine, so you have more than 5 senses. And if you have your sight, vision, whatever, but then you also have balance and you have this, you have more than 5 senses.
Yes.
It's like, instead of all your senses being
Quite a few.
contained within your body, they're like, my senses are outside of my body. So I'm able to perceive things like outside of my corporeal form.
Yep.
This is what it's like every time. And
That's why I do it.
I get so goddamn jealous of people like,
I'm doing it right
"Yes,
now.
just chill out." Like, I don't know what that means. I wish I had that, because for me,
If I was
it's
to
like,
share this wax with you, you would hallucinate real bad, I think.
yeah, even the mildest of mild stuff is at that intense. And for years I was like, you actually didn't smoke weed. That sounds like you were on acid. It's like, no, that's literally just how my brain processes information.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to sound like a special snowflake. It's just like
No,
how
I'm saying that
reacts.
happens to me right
I've
now.
known a couple of people like you. I completely understand. They just really just.
But you're
trip
not
on one.
really outside of your body. It's all still inside your brain. But
it just feels but it feels
Yeah,
like
it
it
feels like it, sure.
genuinely feels like my senses have expanded beyond. It's not like I'm perceiving more. I don't know how to describe it. That's the other frustrating thing. Is like, how do I describe what I'm feeling?
yeah.
For like being lighthead cranked up to 11, huh?
Extra sensory presence. It's great. Ultra instinct, man.
Well,
There
and then
you
it's
go.
also, for me, it's the time thing too. It's like I'm existing in the present, but then I'm catching up from 5 seconds ago, but that's also happened just now, but then it's happening again. And it's the time thing that's the most, I can never catch up, but I'm also existing in the present, but it keeps repeating. It's really, the time train is not fun.
Time echoes.
Yeah, it's so, and I really have tried. I would love to be one of those people that could just stony baloney and like chill out, but I don't.
Stony baloney.
That's why I'm not just completely raw dogging reality. I mean, I've got my wine.
There you go. Yeah.
I do like it's so hard to find them. They are not common, but Vegas is Nevada has recreational, and if I can find a pen that's got that ratio, I really love that. But they're not common. It's hard to find them. They don't really have the 90 to
Ones
10.
that are mainly CBD, yeah, those are hard to find.
Because I don't just want CBD. You want to have, I dropped a ring. You don't just want CBD. If you want a tiny bit of the THC because that helps activate the CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, look on the medical websites. They probably have more access because the CBD is more.
I mean, I've got so many friends in the industry. I just need to hit them up and be like, hey, do you have anything? Come on, there's got to be some
Yes,
dispensary.
that's
There's a million of them out here.
Yeah, I use CBD to help with my arthritis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I just mainly just do booze.
Oh yeah, show these guys your magnetic nail polish. Like that's
It is super
futuristic
fun.
shit.
Magnetic nail
What?
Yeah.
Here, actually, I you know what? I'll set up to have a better example. Let me get a bigger swatch stick.
I got to ask you though, when you walk by the fridge, do you notice if the fridge magnets start wiggling and want to like fly off to your?
No, that's what. Once you cure it, it's cured.
Oh, okay.
It can't shift once it's cured. Because I don't. This isn't nail polish that
What are we
dries
doing?
by air.
Oh,
This is
what are we
nail polish.
doing?
This is nail polish that dries
polish.
with the UV light.
I like magnets. What's going on?
I have some earth magnets.
I have magnets here somewhere.
Ow. That's my UV light because you gotta cure it.
Homer, what the fuck was that? Did you guys
Oh, this
hear
is
my
my-
dog groan there?
You know where I got this? Once again, shit getting thrown out from the hair convention because
With
because
OPI?
Jeez.
OPI is a nail polish brand, and it's owned by the same company that does the hair. So part of the hair convention is also having nails. These are $160 a piece. They were throwing away 50 of these
Fuck.
just in the trash.
Why not
It's a
just
salon.
resell them?
I know, but I can't put all of these in my purse, and they would get like mad at you for that. So I don't. All right, I gotta plug this up, and then I gotta do a swatch. Hold on, it's got to be black first, so then I can so I can show you better. Hold on, here. All right, there we go. Let me turn it on. Let's cure it 60 seconds. Let me get my swatch stick, and then where's my black? I gotta do black first to help get a base on it. All my nail supplies. I just started doing my own nails this past summer. It's been the biggest game changer of my life. It's in our contract that we have to have manicured nails. You know, at in the industry, you have to have your nails done. Like you have to have them done. You don't have to have extensions, but you have to have them done. Do y'all know how much it costs to get your nails done?
Yeah,
Nope.
no.
Like how much this set would cost?
No,
I guess
No.
would be $250.
No, it's
$100.
$100, but it's $100, and you have to do it every 3 weeks.
Oh damn.
Because that's how long that's when your nails grow out. So I finally started to learn how to do them myself using a new system, and I've saved so much money, and it's actually really fun, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, so I'm going to cure that. Put that over here. Where's my? There it is.
Yeah, some painted nails can look good, pretty intricate.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
some of them are really just wicked.
I used to paint mine.
I love a man with nail polish. I do. I love it. I really
Haven't done it in quite some time, but I used to paint them all the time. Usually put.
Have you ever did you ever go get a professional manicure? Did you ever go get your nails done?
No. I had a girl who was a professional, so she did.
Okay. So it wasn't some like chop job, cuticles all fucked, polish everywhere. Like they were tidy, they were nice.
Yes. Well, I would be able to do my. Are you kidding me? I'd look like a 4-year-old doing his own nails. Halfway up my finger, for fuck's sake. Like, what the hell is
It
this?
takes
Dunk his
a lot
hand in the paint.
practice. I've tried to start doing stuff with my left hand lately to become more ambidextrous so that I can do the nails on my right side better. And it is, have y'all ever tried to do that? Like be better with your non-dominant hand? Like you're going to open the fridge with your non-dominant hand. You're gonna,
My whole life, I had 2 strokes, so it kind of screwed up my left side.
and you're right-handed or you're left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Wow.
Mm.
Hold on. I got to do 2 coats with the black.
I'm fully ambidextrous.
Really?
Yep,
That's like you can write just as well with your left hand as your right.
pretty much.
Well, that just
Wow.
means his other hand is just that bad.
Maybe, yeah. That could be
You're
a
just
factor.
both terrible.
I think video games does help just because like you're utilizing your other hand so
Yes.
much on the
In fact,
controller
that's actually the reason why I started playing video games in the first place.
for
Oh,
hand
yeah?
dexterity.
Mouse.
Just-
Yeah, for the coordination.
Wow.
Keyboard and
I guess
mouse.
I've had to start writing with my right hand because my dissection has a 20% blockage into the left arm.
Damn. That
And
sounds
so
real tough.
my left hand, if I'm writing, it gets cramped real fast.
Mm.
Okay, I think I want to do, let's do this green because this green's really pretty. This is going to cure and then I'll be able to show you. Let me get my magnets.
Okay, hold
So
on.
much fun. Go lay down. Lay down. Lay down. That's lovely. That's Boomer.
Your dog's name is Boomer.
Yes.
My dog's name is Boomer.
Hey, Boomer!
He's right here on the floor next to me.
Boomer's a little disabled. He has a wheelchair for when we go on walks. Can you do pause up? Can we do pause up? Oh, good boy. That's good. Don't eat my face, please. Don't eat my face, please. Okay, get down. Get down.
Do it. Do it.
Go.
Yeah, we're done. You're trying to eat my face. We're done.
Go on. Go on. All right. Now I can show you. All right. I'm going to paint it. God, this polish is so pretty. I fucking love this shit. And they polish that like shifts to all these different colors. This one's kind of like a green. Okay, so this is what it looks like just painted on. You see how that disappeared?
Oh, cool.
Here, watch.
Yeah. Oh, you froze.
There you go.
Okay.
And you see how it created that like streak in there? Because if you hold the magnet over it,
Okay,
You
that's
can see
awesome.
it moving.
Yeah.
Trip.
here, let's see if we can like push it from the side. Isn't that?
That's pretty trippy, yeah.
And so you can do.
Ollie's painting his nails tomorrow.
No,
Oh shit!
no,
Rub it on it. Okay.
I don't have enough nails to make that worthwhile.
Wouldn't do me any good. I'm always digging in the
That's
dirt.
pretty cool.
It's so much fun, and they can do all these different colors and get stuff that like changes color. Look, I have my other magnet on here. Yeah, I love it's called cat eye polish. So then if I take this circular part,
Yeah,
isn't that fun? I'm like pushing it around.
that is too cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like in its tiny.
Never
it's
knew
like
that was a thing.
magnetic nail polish. Yeah.
So, and you said you can cure it too. So once you cure it, a stray magnet cannot screw with it then, or what?
Yeah, if so, curing it with the LED light locks it in place because that's how it's UV polish, it's UV reactive polish, and then it stays like that. So let me just work on this a little bit. Push this around.
Make a nice little picture and seal that sucker in there.
Essentially, yeah. Let's do a little black hole design. So we have a little design in there, and I'm gonna put that in under my light. 60-second cure.
Oh, you can.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Why didn't come on? There, and that's what that blue glow is. You see, that's the UV light curing.
Miss, I'm getting tan already.
I wear protective gloves when I wear gloves where only my fingernails poke out because any UV exposure, I'm a sunscreen queen. Any UV exposure is bad for you.
Yeah, I have a tendency to
Yeah.
just burn rather than tan.
I've never tanned in my life. I've only burned. I have to wear like SPF 80 and reapply this is my go-to. This is my favorite sunscreen for my body. I use a different sunscreen for my face. Look, this is right here within reach. My two sunscreens. I have to.
Yeah.
Polly the Fixer, thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, he had to take off.
Yep.
Yeah, my doctor used to have a sign in the doctor's office that says no such thing as a healthy tan.
There's, there is a reason why I've never tried to, and it's a shame, if you want to do pool cocktailing, like working in a pool club, there are girls who they just work the summer and that's all, because you can pull in 6 figures doing pool club,
wow.
bottle service, club host, like the mega ultra clubs here or whatever. And so, yeah, now, sorry, just so you know, now it's locked and a magnet
Oh, nice.
isn't going to affect it anymore. So it looks like this cool spacey black hole.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you can, because a bottle, I don't know if y'all, how much you know about Vegas culture, how much you know about how the clubs work here. But so the ultra
I've never
clubs
been to
here,
Vegas.
okay, it's intense. But I like it. I like living here. But the ultra clubs, if you've ever seen any image of an ultra club of like, a couple hundred people and the confetti cannons are going off and the mega DJ of Tiesto or whatever is on stage. So to have a table in a club, if you have to buy a bottle of alcohol, and to buy a bottle of alcohol in the club, they're like, it's like, babe, how much does Jack D go for? It's like 8. How much does a bottle of Jack in Hakkasan? Is it 8? Something like that.
I know it goes for it was like $3.50.
Not
Probably 6 or 7.
yeah, like, okay, so like a bottle of Jack Daniels, an average size bottle, is going to cost you about $7,000.
Oh, okay.
Like literally,
Right.
like
Saying
like
hundreds.
7,000 United States 7,000 at the club.
Why?
Because we can. That's why. And because people spend the money. They do.
It was like that at Club Plum in New York City, where they do the breakout and fashion show at like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, like
it
mega rich
was-
douchebags.
It was a bottle of Absolute was $2,500.
That's cheap, actually.
But the
Yeah.
Red Bull and stuff was free.
Mm-hmm. So that's just a bottle of Jack. Like you can get bottles of alcohol in a nightclub that cost 6 figures, and people have
I'm
spent
sure
them.
Grey Goose does that.
Yeah, I mean, because they're millionaires. They're millionaires and billionaires. Like they come in there, they do that. Like think of the douchebag Dan Bilzerians of the world. Like how many there are. So they come to Vegas, they do that. But so if you've done a couple of tables that have spent $12,000 and you're getting somewhere with like even 5-10% of that money a night.
Yeah.
That's how, but I
You're
can never
gotcha.
do the pool cocktailing because I can't be in the sun that long. And I've just never, I should have tried at some point, but I've tried to do bottle presentation, but I've mainly just done go-go dancing. But like, I don't know if I've got what it takes to be the like cocktail girls in the clubs selling the bottles and like doing that. It's just, I hate cocktail waitressing. I hate it. I really truly do. I just want to like be on stage, do what I want, like make my money, not have to talk to people if I don't want to.
I hear you.
Back, it ain't just rich white people. It's rich people that are that stupid to spend that much on alcohol.
I mean, it's a world I can't fathom doing it myself. Now I've been able to experience it because we can go get comped, and I've definitely like, obviously in the decade that I've been here, been at plenty of clubs where I've like been at the table, they get a bottle of champagne, like, woohoo, you've got money, cool. Like, I'm not saying it's not, it's sort of like a David Attenborough kind of like, and here we see the rich douchebag. Like it's wild.
In his native habitat, the casino.
It's, going to a club. These are my parameters for going to a nightclub in Vegas. I have to have a table. And so for me, it costs like $20 because I get in for free, but so we just tip our server or whatever, because it's part of their comp system. They know that they're going to give out tables. It's like, hey, you're coming in with like 10 girls, you're locals, here's your table, here's your comp, whatever. I have to not wait in line for more than 5 minutes. I have to have a table because I have to be able to sit down and put my crap down, and so that people don't touch me or talk to me if I don't want them to. I would preferably like to be with friends, but I can make friends, so I could go by myself. That's not a big deal. And And then that's kind of, those are my parameters. And then like I've got to want to go out. Otherwise, why would I pay to go to, like, I would so much rather go to a dive bar. Like the idea of paying to stand in line for 5 hours to then spend $30 on a drink, on a beer. I get if you've never experienced it, you'd want to experience it because it can be really intense, but like I would just go to the dive bar instead. It's only fun if you have all of those things.
What's the here's a round the horn question. What's the coolest themed bar you've ever been to?
That is a great question. We've got some great ones. Not ever, or just in Vegas?
Well, everyone's good. We're gonna go around the horn. Everybody's gonna give their answer. So, what's the coolest themed bar ever? And you're the guest, so you get to go first.
Oh my god. Well, it's a toss-up between, and I know I'm partial to it because it's like our version of Cheers is our bar. We have a bar in Las Vegas called Millennium Fandom, which is the local nerdy bar. It's the local nerdy bar. It's got every fandom under the sun. It's got such a wonderful community. There's like a little Star Trek Warp Core replica with like the Warp Core going on, and there's a little miniature Data and Geordi standing by the Warp Core. There's an actual piece of the Millennium Falcon. There's like, I mean, every fandom under the sun. And that's a spectacular bar. But there's a bar called the Griffin in Vegas that has these cool stoned archways that it's known as like the Harry Potter bar only because it feels like the Gryffindor common room, which is really cool. And then the last one I have to say, because I know I'm supposed to say one.
Oh, you are cheating at this point.
The last one I haven't been to, but I've heard a lot about it and I want to go. There is a new bar in Vegas called the Lost Spirits Distillery that is meant to feel like you're on a fantasy pirate ship, essentially, and the chandeliers are on a motorized system that sway as if you're on a rocking ship. And if you look up Lost Spirits Distillery, it just looks beautiful. I think I'm trying to think of like, that's probably the coolest. I've been to so many. Vegas has some cool ones, but those are off the top of my head. Now I'm going to look.
It was supposed to be your favorite.
Then Millennium Fandom. Okay. Millennium Fandom.
Okay.
Because it's the best. Everyone is so wonderful. Alex, who runs the bar, is a very dear, close friend of mine. Like, it's like, that's like a little second home for me. I'm on their Twitch stream team, even though I haven't Twitch streamed in a million years. Lost Spirits Distillery.
All right, Neil, hit it.
We don't have themed bars here.
Yeah.
Oh. Not even.
I think the closest thing I could probably say was back probably in the 80s. They had a pub that we used to go to that had it was very Irish themed, and there was a lot of great people in there. We used to have a lot of time there, so probably it was my favorite place to go at the time. And it was called the Unicorn. So
I already love it.
And the guys that I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the band Irish Rovers. They have a song called "The Unicorn."
Oh,
green alligators and long neck geese, humpy back camels and chimpanzees. No.
Yeah, I know the song.
All right. But anyway, they owned and ran the bar, and they often played every Saturday. So
that would have been cool.
That's probably the closest thing to a theme bar I've ever been to that I would have considered my favorite at the time.
All right, Island Man, give me one.
Same, dude. There's really not themed bars anywhere that I've ever been.
I feel bad for y'all.
You poor deprived Canadians.
I
almost
got a chance to go to a Medieval Times, but it was a 5-hour drive away, and it just fell through.
We have Excalibur. We have a whole hotel themed.
I was in a bar that was called the Club Camelot, but it was just a bar. You know, it was a seedy bar. It was a seedy bar in Gagetown. It was really a dirty little bar. Great place to go and get drunk quick because the drinks were cheap. And I vaguely remember when I was 18 years old sneaking into a 50s themed bar. and I don't ask me the name of it. I can't remember it.
The
What's
little
the name of
rockabilly
it?
bar.
Yeah.
Cute.
So
Went to a place here. It's a restaurant, not a bar.
Okay.
It kind of had a theme because everyone that worked there was blind, and it's a
What?
restaurant.
Yeah,
A restaurant called.
going that way. What?
No, hold on. The restaurant was called the Dark Table, and there were no lights.
We have one in Vegas.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
the
a quite
blackout
the
experience.
Yeah.
Mhm. We want to go. I've never been. I want to go.
It's like eventually your eyes kind of get used to it, so you can sort of see stuff, but
Mhm.
it's definitely an interesting spin on a restaurant.
Well, and it also, it forces your sensory perception to, you do taste food differently. I mean, like when you remove one of your major senses, your others are obviously, I mean, that's science. It's like your others are
They
heightened.
work over, yeah,
And the way you taste and experience food when you're like deprived of that. Yeah, we totally want to go. I just haven't yet.
Do it. It's
what am
worth
I
the
putting
time.
in my mouth? Oh no, what am I putting in there? It kind of tastes savory. Oh.
Fuck! It's a pencil.
Yeah, eraser.
Sir, stop eating the tablecloth, sir. Sir, stop eating the tablecloth.
I don't have a roach problem.
You wouldn't know.
This thing that I'm eating, it's really crunchy.
Am I stepping on peanut shells or roaches?
God, what was the name of that restaurant that did the peanut shells? What was
Well, there's Texas Roadhouse that has
that?
that.
I think.
Yeah.
For us, it was
And-
Five Guys burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not bad. Give you a lot of fries.
Oh yeah, they fucking
Yeah, they can
they
calm
take it in a
down.
fry container, they put it in a bag, and then they fill it up with fucking fries.
Yeah.
It's great.
They use the
Ugh,
fucking
no,
fries
that's-
as packing peanuts so that your fucking
Yeah.
burger doesn't flip over on the drive home.
Now I want
No,
french
Five
Cajun.
Guys
fries.
pretty good.
Them Cajun fries, though.
I know. I had some earlier today, and then I got hungry again, so I had a couple of subs from Subway.
I had
I had-
2-day-old leftover pizza. That is what I've eaten today.
I had fries with the works for supper tonight, guys. Oh, it was so good.
We did
So
Brenner.
good.
Haven't had Brenner
If
in a
you're
while.
not familiar with fries with the works, are you familiar with poutine? Do you know what poutine
Oh yeah,
is?
Okay,
It's Putin.
it's
this
Putin.
unfortunately
Vladimir Putin.
the pandemic killed this festival, and it breaks my heart because it was really important to me over the years. But there was a festival that I would work and attend for years called Fairy Worlds, and it's like the biggest fantasy festival in the States, and it was held in Oregon. So it's basically like Bonnaroo from Middle Earth is how it was described. They still hold conventions, but like the summer festival, I mean, it was just my favorite place, and it was so awesome. And the poutine, there was this one girl, it was like high as tits, like on something, and in the food area, it just became a running joke with all of us forever and all time, because she was like literally screaming at the top of her lungs, like poutine, because they have a poutine vendor, and so they just that whole like running joke, like inside joke of constantly all of us like poutine, fucking poutine.
Yeah, something my dad used to do. We used to go to the medieval fair every year. Every time I went, I got the dragon claw necklace. It was basically like a little marble with a pewter dragon claw holding it. It was really neat. So I just kept collecting each color.
Oh, I'm a mega Renfest nerd. Now, I think that fantasy festivals are superior to some Renaissance festivals. Like the Tennessee Renaissance Festival sucks ass.
Yeah, there's definitely better ones and worse ones.
Better ones and worse ones, yeah. And I would like private festivals more, but I just, for some reason, I don't know why. I could be wrong. In my experience with pirate festivals, it's like there's this unspoken rule that everyone has to be a raging asshole, and I don't know why. Like the pirate festival scene, at least in Las Vegas and whatever, is just assholes, just a bunch of dicks. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. Are y'all in the pirate? Is anyone here in the pirate community?
No.
No.
Unless you
No.
count
Yes, I'm
online.
nerd.
I don't believe we have a pirate community.
Oh, I bet you do.
And I live in the Maritimes.
I am a pirate.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I was like, Neil. Yes, you are.
Yarr.
I can see that. You'd fit right in.
When I went to
Yo
Disneyland,
ho.
when we were owned by the original owner of the place I work at now, it was called M&R Environmental, and he would take everyone to Disneyland every couple of years as team building, right? So, and I was in the ride, in the line to get on the ride for the Pirates of the Caribbean, and one of the kids in the line kind of looked up at me and goes, "Are you a real pirate?" And I was like, "Yar, I am." He's like, "Oh, I'm a real pirate." He goes, "Hi, have you seen me parrot?"
You've made that child's day. That's
Totally did.
delightful. I have that with so I make pretty elaborate costumes. When I go to a festival, like I have pretty huge wings that I wear my pointed ears, I have like my jewelry, and I have had plenty of little children like, "Are you a real fairy?" It's like, you bet your sweet ass I am. Yes.
Fairies don't talk like that.
I do in Las Vegas. Did we get to did we cover everyone's theme bar? I think
we're still going.
We're still going. Shut up.
Mage, hit it.
I've never been to a theme bar. The only bars I've been to were some dives where they were playing the music so loud you couldn't hear yourself talk.
A few of those.
Classics.
Everybody's been at those, yeah.
The good. Hey, what
Those
are
are
you
the maker
doing
theme
later?
What?
What?
I said, never mind.
It's not home, man.
So probably my favorite themed restaurants were well, they had this medieval one that in
Mhm.
One where they bring you food on a wooden plate and you have to eat it with your hands.
yeah, that was one of those places.
Yeah,
The Renaissance Fair, or no,
They give you a charcuterie board.
and also we also go to this place called Johnny Rockets. I don't know if you ever heard of that
Oh
place.
yeah.
Yeah, they have the.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah.
The waiters and waitresses will start dancing every so often.
Oh, that was.
Oh my God.
Oh, that
Fifties
was
Grill
so
was that, they did
annoying.
that.
I wanna go to the
50s
Heart
bar was
Attack
that, they did
Grill.
that.
They have that. Yeah, it's in Vegas.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Yeah, I have no desire. Sorry. I'll support you if you come here. You can stay with me. I'll take you there. I'll wait outside. Now, every time I go by, I do weigh myself on their scale. I see, like, they've got a scale outside. They have a cattle scale outside the Heart Attack Grill. And if you're over, hey, babe.
I think it's 300 pounds. If you're over 300
Is it 300 pounds that you eat free? 350?
350? Okay, that's close.
Yes.
Big
Times are
boys.
getting tough. They had to keep pumping that weight up.
Too many people hit 300. No, they make like a milkshake with like 100% butter fat or something. I don't know. The waitresses wear little nurse outfits and then everyone wears scrubs. Yep. It's a little too much for my taste.
Yikes.
The guy that owns the place is an actual doctor too, which just kills me.
Jeez.
It literally does kill you.
And that that is like the heart of Fremont. Like, is it okay? Wait. Has anyone here been to Vegas in the hangout? Yep. Anyone?
Yeah.
No.
Wait. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you go to Fremont?
No.
Okay. It's a whole world. It's an entire ecosystem. Its own culture. Its own very, very unique experiences. I just went to New Orleans for the first time. Loved it. I did go to Bourbon Street. Like, you just see it once. Or I was with my brother is a scientist and researcher, and his partner has a research site down there. So they did the whole tour. And so I experienced like Bourbon Street. I was like, yeah, this kind of is like Fremont Street, Vegas, like same vibe, same feel. It can be pretty intense.
Is the container housing
Container Park?
Yeah, Container Park. Okay.
I love Container Park.
That's near Fremont, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right off. It's like it's before, Fremont that street does run for a while. The Fremont Street experience where the dome has the LED lights, that's like 2 blocks or 1 block before that. I love Container Park. Container Park's got the Burning Man flaming praying mantis sculpture. That's so awesome. Oak and Ivy is a bar there that makes some great cocktails. They've got like the playground. So Container Park in Vegas is a park where it's all the businesses are in shipping containers that like form this big. It's like a city block, I guess.
It's a full block.
Yeah, it's a full block. And then inside is a big playground that after 9 p.m. they kick all the kids out so you can play in the playground if you want to, and they've got all like the slides and cool like
Sweet.
yeah, it is fucking sweet. And I've got a stage where they do like live music. I was downtown at Fremont and there was a competitive yo-yo tournament going on.
Ooh.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes, I I
That'd
took
be
a video
fun.
like, have y'all ever witnessed competitive yo-yo?
Oh, it's a thing. It's
Just
for
a little
real.
bit.
It's for
These-
real, for real.
I've never seen such intensity. Like the
Mhm.
music was, they were like the most intense dubstep and doing all these tricks, and it was a bunch of like 16-year-old, 13-year-old, like it was so endearing and so cool, and I loved it. It was joyful and ridiculous and beautiful and very impressive. But yeah, there was a yo-yo tournament going on, and I didn't know that was a thing. Container Park. It's great. That's where that's where my partner and I had our first date, was in Container Park. Who hasn't said their theme bar yet?
I think we're up to sweet.
I think I'm gonna go like
Okay, see ya.
go.
Have a good one, bud.
I'm gonna say like a quarter way down the hill from Le Sacré-Cœur in Paris. There is a bar that is built into the hill, and it's a cave, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's like an intentional theme, but it's a cheese storage cave, and they also store wine in there, so you obviously have your wine and cheese thing going on, along with it's decorated as if most of it, they bought a bar in Dublin, picked it up and moved it into there. So it's a pretty cool place.
My
Yeah.
heart is swelling 8 times too big. I lived in Paris for a year, and I lived in Montmartre the second semester. And I also worked my first job in Paris. I worked in an Irish pub in Paris, and I lived close to the Sacré-Cœur the second semester, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's the coolest part of the Sacré-Cœur is if you go around, I think the east side, there's the artist square where all the old guys sit. All the old guys sit around there and play chess, and yeah.
I have some. They're pinned up over here and where the camera can't see. But I used to go do sketching out there, and
I lived in Bois, a little town called Montpré-Chambord, near Chateau de Chambord.
Why were you in France?
I was an exchange student.
Ugh. God, I miss Europe. I miss being in France. I miss Europe. I miss French cheese so much. I do.
And then the other one I liked was there was an Akaton themed bar. But that was more towards the coolest part is on the Champs-Élysées. There's the Nebraska Steakhouse.
I had one of my first big performances on the Champs-Élysées. Did you ever see Club Queen?
No.
It was a club on the Champs. That was where I had my first big deal fire show. And that was that night when you know how the Metro would only, you either had to end your night really early or really late, because the Metro stops running from 2 to 3:30 or something. I think, right? I think that's the Metro stops running for just 2 or 3 hours. So you either have to go home at 1:30 when the last one is there and end your night kind of early, or you just stay out all night and then you can take the Metro, the first one that starts at 4 a.m. I remember I got on the Metro at, after my show at 4 a.m. And that's when that moment of sitting there after this huge, and I had a costume person and I did this fire show. It was really cool. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. The second I fucking graduate, I'm going to go somewhere so that I can do this. And I did. And that was what one of the many things that Paris gave to me. Fucking, I'm gonna watch Ratatouille tonight in my bath. That's it. You know what? It's the old standby. If I don't know what I'm gonna watch, I always put on Star Trek. It's always good. but I like to pick a movie, and I'm totally gonna watch Ratatouille. It's
Which is your favorite Star Trek movie?
First Contact.
Ah.
Sorry, just done. End. Perfect. I love that film. And obviously, I mean, I grew up on TNG, right? Like I'm the millennial generation. Like I grew up watching TNG and
Yeah, same here.
right. Like I never really watched the original series. And I was born in '89. And
There's still time.
No,
I know.
Listen, there's still time.
I do want to watch it for historical reasons, but I know that, and I can watch some pretty dated stuff.
You just watch the even number stuff from the old series.
No, that's the movies.
That's the movies, yeah.
Movies.
Yeah.
You know what?
We don't talk about the odd numbers.
I've never watched start to finish. I've never watched all of Enterprise start to finish.
Really?
It's actually really good.
I've seen all of TOS. I've seen all the movies. I've seen TNG, Voyager,
Right.
Enterprise, DS9. I've watched the first 2 seasons of Discovery, which sucked.
I like it.
Scan New Trek. I watched the first season of Picard, which sucked.
Yeah.
I like
Scan New
it.
Trek.
I like
I watched
it.
I watched the first couple episodes of Lower Decks. I can't stand Anne Mariner. They found the character more annoying than Wesley.
I love Lower Decks.
Lower Decks is actually pretty funny, dude. Give
I
it a
love
chance.
Lower Decks with passion.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But at least it looked more. At least it had more of a Star Trek feel to it than the others.
Yeah, really.
Also,
but
it's fine if you don't like it. That's also like it's fine. You don't have to like it. I'm not one of those.
I was thinking the same thing.
Prodigy.
If you like, I was thinking the same thing about
fair.
you liking it. So don't worry.
Not Lower Decks, though.
It's okay. I have a hard time like getting past the Rick Berman gaze in a lot of Star Trek is like.
Oh, you might have trouble with the TOS stuff. You have a lot of close-up gazing stuff.
Just and some of the like that there's like an episode of Voyager that is just so egregious. It's just like who the fuck wrote this and then thought that this was an acceptable storyline and
Threshold?
Like it's the one where it's the Doctor in Seven where she's lying about being assaulted or whatever.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Now, technically, they tried to say like it was actually about satanic panic, but from any perspective, it comes across as like women are lying whores who totally make up being assaulted and they don't actually know their own minds. Like it's really, really gross. And it's also it's hard for me. Like since the actors like Will Wheaton and Denise Crosby and Jerry Ryan and Marina Sirtis and like all of these like performers who have come out since the series, like Rick Berman was a raging asshole. Like it's hard.
Oh yeah.
Knowing how they were treated. Like Will Wheaton's stories. Do y'all follow him on social media?
Not really.
He's great.
He's an incredible writer. He's worth following. He's a really
funny as shit too.
Yeah, he's funny. He's endearing. He's very. There's a lot of vulnerability with like his writing, and like fucking William Shatner.
Shut up, Wesley.
Asshole. Like,
I ended up getting into the Orville for my Star Trek fix.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen some. By the way, Neil, what did I tell you? Squarespace, your traffic has spiked. Look at all these people who looked at your website. Like, your site has 16 visits so far today, compared with the 0 to 14 that was expected.
I does what I can.
They always know right where to dig,
I know. It's like, wow, two people looked at your website today?
Wow. Good for you. That's what I feel like those little messages are. Good for you.
No, it's such like good
round
for
of applause.
you.
Oh, good for you. You're trying, aren't you?
Did anyone, and because I'm horrible about talking over, did anyone not give their theme bar?
Me.
Mikey.
All right, Mikey.
There's a really awesome dive bar that is themed kind of like a dive bar because it's the Silver Ballroom, and it's wall to wall. it's wall to wall pinball machines. It's like the
Oh,
last
I've been
no
in some
way.
pinball bars. Yeah, I've been in some pinball bars. They're very, very fun.
and everyone, it is like one of the last places in St. Louis that you can still smoke inside. So it's just full of fucking smoke haze and fucking a jukebox that only has punk music in it, like classic punk.
I'm so used to the smoke thing because in Vegas you can obviously smoke inside, and I, for 10 years I was used to, when I come home, like all of my stuff smells like casino permeated cigarette smoke, which is a different, because you have the smell of cigarettes, but then you also have whatever the smell of the casino pumps out into the air vents.
The Febreze will help getting that cigarette smoke out of your clothes.
I actually we just use OxyClean and powers that shit right out. But I haven't, I don't work full time, and I don't dance in the party pits anymore. That life is over. Done.
Yesterday.
Dancing. I would do party pit dancing if it was for a different agency and they offered me more money. I would totally do party pit dancing again. But I did that for 9 years for 4 days a week, and I'm done. I'll stick with my other gigs. That's
word. Oh yeah,
the
Silver Ballroom, fucking badass. I'm pretty sure there's one there somewhere.
I went to a bar in Portland that was it was a 2-story like arcade bar. It had pinball, it had every type of arcade game imaginable and pinball machines. And randomly, when I wandered in there, they were having a night where like you just paid your $5 entry fee and then all the games were free to play.
Those are good days.
Which they didn't usually do that. Like you would have to like pay whatever. I'm still trying to think of like, God, I've been to so many, like Vegas has some cool themed bars. There's a bar in Vegas that you can, it's when I say it's hole in the wall, it's pretty hidden. Like you have to know the sign is really small. You kind of have to and you have to push on the wall to get in there. The door, there's not it's very easy to walk past it. You miss this cocktail bar a lot, but then you're in there and it's pretty cool. But the bathrooms have 2-way mirrors so that when you're in the bathroom, it looks like people can see you because of the glass. When you're outside, you can't see through, but when you're inside, so you just have to pee when it looks like people can just look right and see you.
Oh, fun.
It's interesting.
I would like to amend my answer. I forgot about
yes.
one in Milwaukee. It's called the Safe House, and it's like this espionage spy themed thing. You literally enter through an alley. There is no front door. You have to go through an alley, and there's just like a dirty steel door that you have to go through, and it's like
it's slide a little thing.
Yeah, there's a person.
Love it.
There's a person, and then like we had to wait in line to get in, obviously. So they take you in whatever your party is.
Yeah,
there's 4 or 5 of you. Then they separate you, and then they kind of interrogate you one by one.
Password.
And then you get in or you get out. Or either you get in or you don't get in. So if you know the password, you can go right in, and it's no.
Oh my God!
But then the people who've never been there, they're on their own, and they have to figure out how to get in.
I love that. There's a bar in Vegas that it's called Commonwealth, and I've actually never been in the room. I found the clothespin one time, but I had to go home for some reason, and I didn't go back. So this bar Commonwealth, they hide this tiny little wooden clothespin, and it's got a thing printed on it, and they will hide it somewhere in the bar. And if you find it, that means you get to go into this little secret room that's like the extra bar that other people get access to or whatever, that you can go in there. And I've never actually been in it. And I found I wasn't even looking for it. It was right, hidden on this little tucked corner of a windowsill. Oh, the clothespin. There it is. I found it. Yay, me. And then I had to go do something else. There's also the Velveteen Rabbit is a bar in Vegas that is it is a very, very, very sexy bar. It's a really, really sexy bar. It's the artwork is really cool. The vibe is really cool. All Vegas is bars, right?
You order your drink. There's just a clothespin floating in it. It's like, guys, I think I find. Come on, man. This is just sloppy.
I mean, there's so many. I mean, Vegas is all themed bars. You know, there's a difference between if you're on the strip and then there are the casinos, like all the themed bars in the casinos, which obviously as locals we don't go to. But downtown, there's like a drag bar, and we would go to my partner. He used to have a motorcycle, so we'd go to like the biker bar that's there because that was like kind of the community, and any of the biker clubs go there. That's what Coyote Ugly was based on, was that bar, and so we occasionally go.
I get called a biker a lot too.
Have you
I
ever ridden a
wonder
motorcycle?
why here.
I've owned 2 motorcycles actually.
Right. So he was in 2 different clubs, but that life is currently not what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I was never a
Consider
member of
doing
a club.
Did you ever consider? So you never did a club?
No.
Too lame.
No, just I was friends with many of them. Still,
Right.
but I was never a member, we'll say.
I mean, it's kind of a fraternity. It's kind of like paying to have friends. It's kind of a little bit of a fraternity.
Yeah, I just didn't really want to be involved in that. So yeah, so now everyone just calls me the biker pirate. So
Well, you do fit the vibe. You do.
I need to buy a motorcycle and make it look like a pirate ship too.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh, jolly
We have
Roger.
one of my friends here, her motorcycle, she got it custom painted to look like Cardassian ridges.
Sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dope.
I do have a pirate shirt too. So
Need to get a pirate
anyone
hook.
who knows will know as soon as I show this. So except apparently it's getting stuck here. Technical difficulties. One moment, please.
It's okay. Oh, I thought about trying to see if I could screen share just because I've got like
My pirate shirt.
in my talk. Wait, I know. Damn it.
Oh, do you? You know?
Yes.
Because
No.
if you know, you know.
No, I like my brain recognizes it, but I'm not. The hemispheres aren't connecting. I'm sorry.
It's from the Dressrosa arc of One Piece.
Okay, I don't know. I've seen it, but I haven't seen that show. So
There
that's.
you go. So this is what Luffy the monkey wears in the Dressrosa arc.
I've seen that in all
There you go.
the fan art or whatever forums I'm in. So I've definitely seen
yeah,
that.
oh, yeah.
That's why I thought
I'm
I
way
knew.
too behind on that show to get caught up.
It's a daunting
That's where he
task.
goes up. That's where he goes up against Dom Flamingo and all them. It's sort of like it begins that arc, and then it goes into the Cake Island arc with Big Mama, and then it goes into the Wano arc, which I'm in now. So
So
yeah, it's
I
pretty
think
cool.
I think they had just gotten into the Leylands for the first time.
Oh shit,
Global
you're
Final.
way
Yeah,
back.
I'm way behind.
Dude, you gotta catch up. It's great.
I'm just
One
watching.
of my favorite animes.
I'm just watching Great British Baking Show. Right now.
I love anime too. I watched a bunch of it.
Okay, wait. Then I want to ask if we've got anime fans here because I don't watch anime. I've only seen like one and I really liked it, but apparently the anime I watched nobody else has ever seen. It's Last Exile.
Yeah, I know Last Exile. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's a good one.
I swear to God, every time it's like, oh, I watch anime, I was like, Last Exile is the only one that I ever really watched, and I liked it a lot. And
Did
nobody
I
else
see
has.
that one?
Well, I was
No,
introduced in anime at a very young age, right? So
I got introduced to Last Exile because I've always been a night owl.
Hi, Bree.
And
Oh.
it showed up on I don't know if it was Toonami. You know how, or like Adult Swim, like at 3 in the morning, they would play like
Yep.
cool obscure anime or whatever, like that.
Yeah.
That's probably how I first watched it. I
Okay,
liked
yeah,
it a lot.
I recognize the box art, but I'm not sure if I've seen it or not.
it's on
I
Netflix.
still,
think they
to
had
this
one there.
day, I listen to the music from it.
Oh, it's good.
Probably one of my favorites to watch is Overlord.
Overlord's
See,
good.
I haven't seen once we
That
get
one's
past
cool.
that's my one anime, and then everything else is like
My favorites are, of course, One Piece and Naruto. And I really liked Soul Eater, but they never continued it.
Dragon
So
Ball
Soul
Z.
Eater was decent.
Is it worth? Is Inuyasha worth watching? Don't I need to watch that?
Yeah, I'd say it's
Inuyasha?
worth watching.
Not that long either.
I started
think-
watching it, and the whole time I'm thinking, this is really aimed at teenage girls. So I was like,
Well, I was one, so
yeah, well, fair. I mean, I watched
you know,
the first few
I tend to
seasons
like, you know,
out
I
of
probably
curiosity.
would like it.
The long one I'm watching right now is My Hero Academia.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a great one.
I don't know why.
And
Whenever
Hunter
I
x
do
Hunter, I'd like
Academia, I want to say Academia.
Yeah.
Like Dark Academia as a it's like Dark Academia. It's like Academia. My brain just like, I don't know why. I just want to pronounce it that way. And
It's all about the emphasis,
On the right
on the right
syllable.
syllable.
the right syllables. Yeah.
Wow.
This isn't a genre of anime I usually get into, but one I did like was Zombieland Saga.
Yeah, Zombieland was a lot of fun, I thought.
My partner watched that. Does Castlevania count as anime?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'd count that. Yeah,
I love
I guess
it.
maybe. Wait,
It's
I think it's
American
made.
made, but
I
it
think
doesn't
it's.
matter.
Is it? I thought it was that Korean animator.
No, I think it was. I mean, the animation team might
Yeah.
have been.
I thought he lived here, though. Do you not
I
live here?
loved it. My
I don't know.
favorite
like
If we
part
don't know, then it's
Really?
obviously yes.
was when the demon. It's the demon comes. One of the demons comes into the church, and is
Oh,
telling
okay.
the priest, "We love you." Like, no, we love you because you're such a piece of shit that you've let all the demons here. So we love you for that. Like,
okay. Officially, Castlevania is considered a Western in animation.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's just in an anime style.
There you
okay.
go.
Isn't there an ongoing debate on whether or not Last Airbender counts as anime?
Yes.
I wouldn't count it.
I wouldn't either, but I'm not an anime aficionado.
Style,
So
but it wasn't made. Yeah, no. I mean, and same with actually, I didn't mind Airbender, but I liked the following series.
Legend of
after that.
Korra. Legend of Korra.
Yes.
That's wait.
Legend of Korra was so.
I liked it way better than the Airbender
I
one.
sketched this one out, but this one's gonna glow.
Ooh,
Bravo.
that's cool.
Well, it's gonna glow with the UV light. I am obsessed with Avatar: Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. I think it's like the greatest. First of all, I think it's like other than like Gargoyles. It's like the
Gargoyles
greatest
was good.
show
Gargoyles
ever
was good.
made.
Yeah.
Gargoyles is one of the greatest shows ever made, and I know that they do make some of them now, but like I think that there is always a place for you can have shows like SpongeBob, right? Where it's like each episode episodic versus non-episodic. Like each thing is just like shenanigans, whatever. And then but I think that kids should be able to watch stuff even at a young age that begins each episode with previously on. Like I think it's important. And Gargoyles
Previously on
did
Justice
that.
League.
Oh my god, Justice League.
I just finished watching both of them. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
I just did too. I finished watching, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. It's
Of course, I had to do all the Batmans and Batman
oh,
Beyond
and now I'm
and
thinking about
Superman
Kevin.
the animated series.
Actually, that's the Justice League stuff is what I point to for Superman's weakness. His weakness is actually his overall strength because he's always having to be careful of what he does. Like he described in that cartoon.
That's right.
I feel like
That's
I live in a world made of cardboard.
or glass or something. Yeah,
Yeah, it's cardboard. But that is actually his greatest weakness.
Now
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Kevin Conroy and I'm sad. Oh,
Yeah,
cheers
I
to
know.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
Kevin Conroy.
Cheers to Kevin Conroy. Did
Yes.
y'all see
Yes, here's him.
there was somebody turned it into a comic format about his experience becoming a voice actor and being a closeted gay man and like channeling that as Batman and like using this mask and hiding behind this mask.
Mhm,
It was
mhm.
I wept when I read it. It was long. It was a really good comic format. It was illustrated beautifully. I don't know who did it. I would have to. You could look it up. Kevin Conroy, whatever. But it was God,
Best
damn it.
Batman.
Best Batman. Like
Yeah.
oh, he was so good, and I felt, I mean, like I watched Justice League as a kid, and that was, I feel like, a deep emotional attachment towards that specific era of Justice League.
I have that in I have the whole Batman animated series. He's on disc here.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's just so fucking good. You know,
Hey, when the world blows up and the internet dies, that DVD collection is going to be worth a fucking fortune.
crawl through the zombie hordes to get that little nugget of nostalgia to make
Well,
my
fun.
brain feel good.
I still
Well,
need to get Batman Beyond though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
really
true.
wish they would
That's,
redo
that's on
that.
my list.
Now, if we're gonna talk about like the analog versus digital, I collect VHS tapes.
Oh, dear. Shit,
Yes, I
wish I
do.
would have known that. I just got rid of all mine.
I need to purge a whole bunch because VHS tapes are $1 a piece or 50 cents a piece. There's a bunch that, like, if I really want this again, I can go buy it again at a thrift store. I have a few that are the few that I have that are valuable. I have a My Neighbor Totoro, which has the
Mhm.
original dubbing, which if you want the DVD version, it's fucking expensive as hell because the redubbing is, I'm sorry.
I just stream it.
It's awful. It's awful. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be such a like gatekeeping weeb, but the redubbing of My Neighbor Totoro, that Disney re-released or whatever, is awful. But I have that one. I have all three. I have the original trilogy for Star Wars before they were edited, and
Yeah, me
that's
too.
important to me.
I have those, and I have the gold box edition, and I have the remastered edition. I have
Right.
Not the gold box
I have,
myself.
yeah.
I get the VHS tapes I collect sci-fi and fantasy and some action from like the 70s through the 90s.
I also have all the Bond movies up to 88.
See, I have like, you know, I have like every classic 90s action film, like Con Air, or 80s and 90s, like Con Air, Die Hard, Speed, like I got them all. I love them.
Simply Secular Dave. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
I have not. I've seen an episode or two, but I have not watched
Oh, it's
a lot of
fucking
Rick and Morty.
fucking funny.
That's
I've-
good.
I've
Dave.
watched-
do love
I'm not-
cartoons.
I'm not caught up on it, but I have watched it. Once I get past the animation and some of the way they do the dialogue, it was good.
Okay,
You
I
have to
did
love
get-
you have to love nihilism and philosophy to get Rick and Morty
Yeah,
though.
for
Right.
sure. Yeah.
I definitely know I need to like give it another try because it was honestly a sensory thing of the first episode. I couldn't handle how much it was
Yeah.
belching. Like it was like I feel like I
calms
couldn't
down.
listen to it.
He calms down.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So I need to get, but like I fucking love Adventure Time. Like that's a cartoon. Oh, Adventure Time is art.
I can't get past the animation of that show.
I love
Really?
actually one of
It's fun.
my friends is an animator for cartoon. We were studio mates in college, and then he went on to go animate for Cartoon Network, and his animation style is like he did work for like BoJack Horseman and stuff like that. But I love the animation style for but that's one thing to each his own, you know. I always I always watch Over the Garden Wall every fall. It's great, you know, Elijah Wood. But what is a cartoon that I recently? I don't know. I love cartoons and I love animation. I really
love
do.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Weird show.
Don't take a whiz on the electric fence.
That was like just like a year or two past my time, but also I was religious and that was probably a little too like.
Oh, you weren't allowed to watch that because
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch that.
I don't, you know, if I had been watching it and my parents watched it, they might have said something, but like it wasn't my go-to show if I had control of the TV, and this is back in the golden days before it was shit. I would probably put on like Animal Planet, Discovery, or History Channel is what I would. That's typically what I'd watch.
Back when the History Channel was the History Channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and I love like
it's
did you
all
ever watch that
aliens.
Animal Planet show, Most Extreme?
Mm.
Where they would like
Mhm.
compare. They would go into
With
the
the
science
green
of, like,
font.
Like, yes, with the green thing, it's like how much
Yeah.
if a person could jump with the strength, like if it was proportionate, how much
Like
a
a
flea
tick.
can jump. If
Yeah,
a
or a
person
flea,
could
yeah.
jump, love that shit.
And they
Deadliest
have like
Warrior.
the little fucking what's that thing? The little bad CG fucking wire man would
Terrible
like do the
CG.
stupid fucking jump.
Terrible
So
CG.
bad.
Yeah, that I watched anything
River
on Animal
Monster.
Planet all
Do you
the
like
time.
the Magical Girl kind of theme stuff, like Sailor Moon and all that?
Somehow I miss Sailor Moon, and I don't know why, because it would have been right up my alley. I
Well,
don't know why.
there's this show. It was made by Disney a while back in the early 2000s, and it's called Witch. It's like a acronym of each of the.
I've heard that
letters.
one's good. Yeah, I've heard it's good.
hard. It's hard as hell to find because they never did a U.S. release. So the DVD set, so you almost have to pirate to find it. But it's really good if you can get a hold of it.
Okay, what is the point of living in a capitalistic hellscape if I can't spend money and get something whenever I want it? Like when I think about like a
Really?
show, like I have the money. Let me like I feel that way about it's close to my favorite movie of all time. I think it's one of the best movies ever made. Have you ever seen
Willow?
The Fall? No, The Fall
What?
by Tarsem.
No.
Mm-mm.
Then it sucks to be you. You'll never be able to watch it. You can't stream it anywhere. You can't rent it. You can't buy it. Like you can't. It's got Lee Pace in it. It's
called The Fall.
The Fall, 2005. Because there was another film called The Fall. It's The Fall 2000. Hold on.
TV series 2013, 2016. That's probably not it.
No. 2006. It's one of the greatest films ever made. In my personal opinion, it's one of the most beautiful films.
I tend to like to hunt down these really hard to find stuff. So
okay,
this is a challenge to me.
I would love for all of you
Countless
to
Ultron.
genuinely. Do you like? I mean, if you like, have you ever seen The Cell with Jennifer Lopez or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Made
what
by
it
the
looks
same
like.
person. You know,
That's
it's
right.
got Jennifer Lopez. Oh my God, what's the Vincent D'Onofrio, who's incredible. I don't think J-Lo. I don't think
He's
J-Lo's that great.
amazing.
She's not that great of an actress, and it's also got Vince Vaughn, who's also not that great of an actor. But the film itself, The Cell, is an incredible horror movie. It's a psychological horror movie. I mean, it's also got like not just all cerebral horror, but that's an incredible film. The Fall was made by the same person, Tarsem, Tarsem. You literally can't rent it anywhere. You
Found
can't
it.
buy it. But did you like the torrent version?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good enough quality, because another thing about the film is that it was filmed on such an epic scale that like I don't want to watch this in 480p on some shitty bootleg. Like I want to watch this HD, at least a little. I need like a few more pixels per square inch.
I think
You
I
can
can only.
get HD torrent.
I think with this stuff I can only get to 180p. So
I would love.
neither.
You don't have to like it. I would love to know your thoughts if you watch it, because it is. I love it so much. It's such a beautiful film.
The costumes look great.
That's part of the whole point. It's like the costuming and set design is so stunning, so beautiful.
600.
And it makes me
20.
so mad that not enough people have seen this fucking movie, and it's impossible to get your hands on. Why can't I'm
what
willing
if
to spend
Amazon
money
Prime has it. It's just not available at the moment. They're going to
in the country? It's also and that's been that way for years. By the way, in years and years and years, I've never seen it change. Why? Let me give you money. I can't believe you're not letting me give you money. I have to pay to use my luxury bones and my luxury eyes, but I can't throw money at you for this film.
Wow, this is going to be hard to find a good copy. This one was only a 300.
You can buy it on Amazon. You can buy the DVD.
Is it zoned for your DVD player? Because likely not.
Yeah, another one I haven't been able to find is Amazon.
I don't know that one.
It was a foreign movie. It was something about these aliens landing in the Amazon, and these expedition was there.
Of course.
Sounds so bad.
Yeah,
Of course.
apparently it was a terrible movie, but I've been
Oh, it's
interested in
one of
getting my
those.
hands because it's hard to find.
Surely
They
could
destroyed them all.
Could MST3K not do it, maybe? And you just watch
It's
like
AC3 format. Of course, it's viable here. AC3 format is very viable here. AC3 Dolby subtitled widescreen NTSC import. It's totally viable here.
Your dream has come true.
I haven't
Only
watched.
one left in stock, and it's
Of
$40.
course. You just earned yourself $40, Mr. Internet Man.
Yeah, I mean, I will get myself and my twin actually, she has a copy of The Fall. We do have a DVD of it. She's got it. I want one for myself.
Have you ever considered stealing hers?
Urban thrifting between friends, it's fine.
I'm just saying.
Drifting.
Urban thrifting. I don't be gay do crimes, Neil. I would never do that.
Handbrake.
Ever.
If you get a DVD, you get Handbrake, and you gotta get something else along with it, and you can rip it.
You know, I'll pay for half of the cases of cat food at the bottom of my
You said it's your twin, right?
Twin sister, yes.
Just like I thought I bought this. Our
just found my
memories
next
must
t-shirt.
have combined because we're twins. I swear to God, I thought it was me who bought this. I have the memory. That's so weird. Wonder Twin Powers. High five. See you later. And you run away.
Wonder Twin Powers? I have the Wonder Twin Lego figures.
No, she isn't. We are not identical. We're fraternal. If that changes anything.
No, the lie will work either way. I think.
Now, I have not been on Pirate Bay since college. I have not been on Pirate Bay since college. I wonder what's the highest torrent they have of The Cell, or not The Cell, but The Fall.
I don't know. I don't really bother with Pirate Bay.
I genuinely haven't. I mean, I did in college. That's how I got Rosetta Stone. I mean, like I was a crimin' all over the place. Like, download this, download that, download this. Like, I can't afford it, so.
I think a conspiracy theory that Norton makes all the viruses. I think Norton is behind the Pirate Bay. They wanted us all to get viruses so that we would buy their new product.
No, Norton was behind LimeWire. Pirate Bay was okay.
Oh my God, LimeWire. Did you ever do Kazaa?
Oh yeah, Kazaa, LimeWire,
Bear Share,
Scour.net.
Yeah.
I never, you know what?
PCs.
I didn't download. I mean, like I say, it downloaded. Like the biggest thing I ever downloaded was Rosetta Stone.
You know you're old when you still remember your old ICQ number.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was never that. I was never like that into it. I was only very marginally on the edge. Like knew sort of how to use some stuff. Didn't know a lot about torrenting, but enough to like get some things and then walk away. Like I was probably one of those assholes that you're supposed to seed or not seed, and I wasn't doing the thing that you were supposed to do. I don't know.
Yeah, the entire Adobe suite with the cracker, that was pretty sweet.
I was in art school, and we have to have a Mac really because we have to use the programs that we were using were like formatted for that. But I wasn't a digital artist, so I didn't have to have Photoshop. I didn't have to have Illustrator. So thankfully I could get away with just the, minimal stuff that I had. But otherwise, yeah, I would have fucking torrented it. It's like $1 million. Get out of here.
Now it's $56 a month.
What is it? The car that you have to now pay if you want to use their heated seats that come with the car.
Oh jeez.
I think it's a BMW.
Holy cow!
You buy the car and you have to rent the heat in the seats.
They will turn off the service. Like there are several services in the car, and if you aren't paying their monthly fee, they will turn off the software access to that service.
I will put a hammer through this dashboard if this fucking heat don't come on.
That was
hack your car.
I don't know if you know about like in the hobby community or the crafting community. Do you know what a Cricut machine is or a cry-cut machine?
Oh yeah, the little orange thingy.
It cuts vinyl, so people who use I don't know if it's pronounced Cricut or cry-cut. It's like CRICUT. Probably it's Cricut. And it like laser cuts vinyl, and so you can do tons of crafts with it. And a lot of independent people who like do their own custom logos or put it on mugs or t-shirt, whatever it is, you can use the machine. it was past the pandemic or whatever that they announced that, like, okay, you know, if you have your machine, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee to be able to use the software. Like, you have the machine, but now you're going to have to pay, like, we're going to, like, it's $15 a month to be able to use the software to cut your thing on our machine.
I
And
can't stand
Okay,
that.
so
apparently
the
community blew up. Like, they fucking rioted. Like, absolutely not. Like, I had spent $300 on this machine, and now you're going to charge me to just keep using it that I already bought. And so they ended up like rescinding, but those little like monthly fee, microtransaction, you're going to have to like rent to keep using it. Like, my bank account charging me $5 every month to just like hold the money in my account for me. That's your maintenance fee.
What?
Yeah.
My bank
But
doesn't do that.
I swear it doesn't charge me if I have more. If I have more than like $500 in my account, it won't charge me the $500 maintenance fee. But if I have less than
$5
$500,
maintenance fee.
it charges me a $5 a month maintenance fee.
I was gonna say $500 maintenance fee. Holy shit.
No, I'm broke as fuck. I actually was overdrafted today by $40, and in the game of between two of us penny pinchers, my partner had to Venmo me $40. I say I'm broke as hold on. We're only on one car right now because the other car has to get fixed. I didn't have the ability to go to the bank to deposit this money today, which I made on Saturday at the after party for AVN. So that's there. Otherwise, I would not have been overdrafted.
I'll send you my bank details.
Hey, if anyone or somebody could just buy my $8,000 owl painting, and then I'd be set.
You know what? Honestly, I could if I wanted to right now, but then I'd be in real trouble if I did.
Also, do you have a 36 by 48 inch wall space? No, nobody does. Why do I do this myself?
Right fucking there, I do.
And the thing is, this is the smallest painting I have planned for
Look
right
behind
now.
me.
My next painting is twice this size, and it's of the storm clouds on Jupiter. So hopefully some science nerd with some money will be able to, because like it's not like I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to paint it. Yes. Are you a cute baby brown boy? Yes. Are you?
So the subscription
for
for the
the
heated
dog.
seats is a misnomer.
The what?
The subscription for heated seats is a misnomer. It's only for British. It's only going on in England, and it's only for people that were not charged for heated seats when they originally purchased the car. And it's an option for them to have the option turned on and use it for whenever months they want it.
Could you like pay a flat fee for the heated? First of all,
yes, you can buy the option outright. So you can go back to the original price for the option itself.
But you can't just sorry, your car has the ability, you have the ability to turn on. It's got the hardware installed, but you have to pay to use.
They're saying they didn't charge them for it.
Yeah, they didn't. But you bought the car without it turned on.
No,
Okay.
mine turned on. So does the steering wheel. And I get air conditioning in the summer.
A little bit how I felt about when Nintendo Switch, what was it, last year? The year before? Was like, hey, guess what one of our cool updates is? You can finally Bluetooth your headphones to your Switch. Which to me was like, wait, I'm sorry. So for like 5 years, you had the hardware available in the system to be able to Bluetooth. This, for some reason, it just took that long to like give me the software update so that I could use Bluetooth headphones with my Switch and not have to cord it the whole time.
You're welcome.
I was
I guess I have a PSP.
my feelings when that happened, because that was the whole, like, the amount of Bluetooth converter dongles that were sold over 5 years so that like so that you can use your headphones as well as your Switch at the same time, so it can send a signal to your headphones, and you're telling me the hardware was there this entire time.
You couldn't find a good way to monetize it.
I know that you're very important.
You're welcome.
I know that you're also the cutest little dog that's ever existed, but do you need to be in here?
Second cutest.
All right, kids, it's that time.
You want to see his trick real quick?
Okay.
Do It's like he can put up his ears, like they can be totally flat, and if you say do, they peep. Nobody loves you. I don't care about you. I don't like dogs that look like you. I don't care about dogs that look like you, and I don't care about you. I didn't max out free credit cards and spend $6,000 on a dog MRI earlier last year. I didn't go buy a dog wheelchair for you. I didn't do physical therapy for 4 months, and I didn't sleep on the floor for 5 so that he wouldn't jump up and down off the bed. I certainly didn't do that.
Sounds like you hate him.
Sounds like I
Free to a good home.
Sounds like I don't care about that dog.
Oh, I think the dog's got a very loving owner, and I think that's great.
I would unalive somebody for this dog. I would unalive somebody for any of my pets. I truly would. Like, if it was like you push the button, a human being dies, but you're a dog that's like, sorry, what?
You can't push it fast enough. Why is it taking so long for me to push it?
Humans are
Resistance
shit
on this
anyways.
button.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
not all humans, but
Go on.
lots
Go
of
on.
them are.
Neil, thank you
Alright.
so much for having me. Yeah, I am gonna go. Like I said, I chose Ratatouille because Swede was talking about Paris, and now I'm nostalgic and sad and thinking about when I lived in France, and that's totally what I'm gonna watch tonight. It's a delightful
It's a great
Pixar
movie.
romp.
Yeah,
It's so good.
It is. It is.
Running up and down my body with your little rat feet.
Yeah. I like
We've
most of the Pixar movies, to be honest.
We've all screamed in the cooler before. We've all done it. Come on.
Yeah.
Service
Oh,
industry.
Yeah.
We've all cried
Multiple
back.
times.
The worst
We've
part
all
is
cried in
when
the
you,
back room.
when you work in grocery and you go into the freezer and scream, but somebody accidentally opens up the ice cream door right when you do it. And so
Ah!
Bellowing out into the sun.
Yep.
No, I definitely like the dressing room was always great just because like that there was always somebody in there to like bitch about like this fucking asshole, and you could do that. It was really therapeutic. So that was not, I hated cocktailing, but the rest of it, having that like working class camaraderie is pretty good. Neil,
Right, well,
again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. I appreciate your time.
I know you and I will be in touch a little bit more about the fundraiser. I'm gonna make some
Yep.
art to donate for it.
Oh wow, cool.
I may even have, I don't know if I may even do Dave's painting. I don't know what to do with Dave's painting. I guess I was just gonna give it to him.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
To him.
I would do.
I have the depressing thing
For
is
millions of dollars.
I have Dave's thing that I'm going to give to him. And then I have another friend, she and I model together, and she's got fucking like early onset breast cancer. And so and of course, because it costs money to live in this country, to have healthcare, she's got to still raise money for her surgeries and chemotherapy. So that's going to be my second depressing painting. Then I can start on my Jupiter painting. But, that'll be April 1st. I don't know if I'm going to go to Australia with RFR. I was, but now my partner needs surgery, so we're gonna lots of stuff. But thank you so much for having me.
Someone
My
say
dad-
surgery?
Our pleasure.
Huh?
Did someone say surgery?
Yeah, my partner needs hip surgery. Pretty sure. Well, at least I work from home, and I'm a pretty good cook, and I bake pretty well, so I'm not the worst person to live with. With like, here's your food, yay! Yeah, I know.
Sounds good
Honestly,
to
like,
me.
yeah, works for me. Oh, Greeble attack, Greebles,
Greebles.
the
They're out.
Greebles.
I seen one. You ran under the door.
I can't wait to
Those
watch the video
technical
and
skeletons.
cringe at how much I'm rambling.
All right.
Bring us home, Neil.
Yes, thanks again to my guest Glenda, who was with us for the interview and for the whole after party.
Yeah.
Amazing. You're an awesome human, and I thank you very much for joining Mikey and myself and these other fellas here in the after party as well.
Feral gremlin all the time. You know that. Just really picture the horrible thing from Labyrinth.
And thanks to all the people out there in the chat over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And once again to my awesome patrons. Couldn't do this without you guys, so I appreciate everything you guys do. If you want to become a patron, there are links to find out how to do that as well. Also, if you guys do like the music to the shows, I have a link to my SoundCloud page so you can listen to lots more tunes that we've actually had professionally done. Costs a lot of money, for fuck's sake. But
It sounded really nice. It sounded very professional. I'm just, from me, it sounded very professional.
Well, we paid, I think I threw about 14 grand in total into the sound.
Yeah, it cost us, you know how much it cost to get a painting, get shot for prints? Getting into that professional level is like,
yeah,
so
but it's well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah, it is. It is. It really is.
Even if I don't make that much off of it, for me, it's still worth it because I can say I've got something professionally done and it sounds great and people actually like it, which always blows me away. You know, and my mom doesn't count. Oh, you have a great voice, Mom. You don't count. You're my mom. She also thinks I'm a movie star and the handsomest man on the planet. You know, so there you go. Like, no, let's not get carried away. Have you met like George Clooney and the other guys like Brad Pitt and stuff? They're much more handsome than.
Not. I think you're hotter than George. I don't know.
Well,
George isn't my
later.
Same thing I do every night, Pinky.
Trying to take over the world.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Hi, Brian.
Help. I appreciate it.
For sure.
Oh yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah. Never mind. I can't remember the line, but anyway. All right, folks. Glad you guys could join us. All the links for Glenda here are in the original interview, which is also linked below. So you can go check out her page and get her 16 more hits on the page so she can get notified on her phone again. And until then, guys, like I always say at the end of the after parties, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Billions and billions.
Something Randolph would say.